What is up, y'all? Odeed here once again, and welcome to another episode of Backyard Barbecue Basics. So today I'm going to show you guys how to smoke up some country style pork ribs. This is super easy. Let's go ahead and get that video started. All right, y'all, here are the country style pork ribs, and what country style pork ribs basically are is they're just a pork butt that has kind of been cut up into sections like this. There's not a whole lot that you really need to do to these. You can take off some of this fat if you want here. I'm probably gonna remove a lot of this fat here on the back because you don't really need that. Yeah, and then we'll go to the next step. I trimmed a little bit of the fat off of these, nothing too major, just some excess fat here and there. And then this actual piece, I actually split up into two pieces because the only thing that was holding these two pieces together was some silver skin and some fat. So this turned into two pieces, and then these two I kept whole. All right, all we're gonna do now is basically put some barbecue rub on them. This is my Big Jake's Dangle rub. You can pretty much use whatever rub you normally do on your pork. Like I always say, you just wanna liberally apply it. Give it a nice coat. Nice and even if you can. All right, and that's all you really gotta do to marinate them. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put these in a food saver bag, let them sit in the fridge overnight, and then we'll put them on the smoker tomorrow. All right, y'all, it is the next day. The country style pork ribs have been marinating in the fridge overnight. We're gonna cook these on my Mac 2-star pellet smoker. I got the pellet smoker set at 245 degrees, which is low enough to where we're gonna get a lot of smoke output from the unit, but also high enough to where we're gonna render off the fat. Let's go ahead and get the ribs on the smoker. I also want to note I have a water pan in here for two reasons. One, so I can catch the drippings of the fat. It'll basically make cleanup easier on the unit. And two, I'll have a little bit of moisture kind of circulating in the unit here because I have some water in the pan. So again, let's go ahead and throw these on. I also have my ThermoWorks smoke, and I'm going to probe one of these ribs in the thickest part of the thickest rib, basically. That way I can check the internal temperature, and when it reaches 165 degrees internally, we will go to the next step. All right, just real quick, I wanted to show you guys the setup up close so you can check it out in detail. Once again, the country style pork ribs are on the top rack. I got the probe in the thickest part of the thickest rib. Got the pan below with some water in it. That way we can get some moisture kind of circulating around in here, and I can also catch all the drippings and make cleanup nice and easy. So yeah, let's let them smoke, and then when we hit 165, we'll get to the next step. All right, y'all, these country pork spare ribs just hit 165 degrees on an internal temperature. It's been about 2 hours, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put these in a pan, like another foil pan, and mix it with half a cup of water, half a cup of barbecue sauce, cover it, and then take it up to an internal temp of 200. All right, let's go ahead and get these in the pan. Check these out. Nice color, fat's rendering off well. They look pretty good, pretty happy with them. I'm gonna switch over the probe over to this one. It's sitting here a little more flat. Be easier to take its temperature. You kind of want to have this probe as flat as you can so we can put the foil over the top here. Let's go ahead and add this cup of half barbecue sauce, half water. This is going to kind of do is like steam them, and kind of braise them, give them some flavor as well. Let's go ahead and cover these up. All right, once again, we're going to throw these back on the smoker on the top rack. Let them go to an internal temperature of 200, and then we'll start checking them for tenderness. All right, y'all, country style pork ribs are done. I took the internal temp up to 200 degrees, and I felt like they weren't quite done yet, so I took them all the way up to 205. The total cooking time was about 4 hours, and then I let them rest for 2 hours. So let's go ahead and check them out. Oh yeah, look at those, they look great. Let's go cut one up, see what it looks like on the inside, take a taste. Here's what one looks like. Very nice and tender. So we got on the inside, nice smoke ring, nice and juicy. Let's take a taste of it. Let's cut off a little slice here. Little nice pork nugget. That is nice. It's kind of like a cross between a spare rib and a pork tenderloin. Like if a spare rib and a pork tenderloin had a little pig baby. That's really good. It's tender, it's juicy, it's moist, it's smoky. It's got the nice flavor of the barbecue sauce. You can always add more barbecue sauce if you'd like at the end, but for me, you kind of get the nice flavor of the pork, the rub, the sauce, the smoke, it's all there. So yeah, super easy way to do country style pork ribs on your pellet smoker. My name is Odeed and I'm out. Peace.